Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to do an experiment that most of you will probably want to try because this experiment is pretty entertaining, but there's lots of little things you can change or add to this experiment. So you can add a piece of paper over here for supports, or you can change it to lead that's a lot thicker because it speeds up the reaction. So I'm going to get started here. If you can see, I got a better light to work with. So I got two pencil leads hooked up to batteries, and these pencil leads are 0.7 lead, but any lead works. And these leads are graphite, as you know, and graphite's conductive. And I had them hooked up with the teeth because the teeth has the most electric current running through them. So I'm going to put them in my beaker of water, and then I'm going to hold them there, and after a while you should see little bubbles forming on the sticks. So these, I can't hold them very stable, but there are definitely little bubbles forming on the cathode and the anode. And if you don't know, cathode is a negative, which is a black, and the anode is a positive, which is a red. And the hydrogen forms on the cathode because hydrogen forms negative ions, because hydrogen can form deuterium, which has 2 neutrons, and tritium, which has 3 neutrons, which is a different isotopes or forms of hydrogen. And what's forming on the anode is oxygen. So basically splitting the water into oxygen, which is on the red side, and hydrogen, which is on the black side. If you can see very closely, there's more hydrogen bubbles than oxygen bubbles because there's twice as much hydrogen as oxygen in a molecule of water. Many of you would know that water is H2O. And the hydrogen, there's more hydrogen than oxygen. So if you can imagine this whole beaker of water, only about 12% of it will be hydrogen, and the rest of it will be oxygen. So why is there more hydrogen, less hydrogen than oxygen? Well, because hydrogen's nearly 3 times smaller than an atom of oxygen. So imagine that if you pour yourself a glass of water, it'll be 12% hydrogen, and the rest being oxygen. So I'm going to, if you can see some bubbles released on the cathode, I can get some more to release. See, there's little bubbles releasing. And I'd recommend using a support with a piece of paper. And you should use wires, not crocodile clips, because you don't need to hold them. And by the way, the pencil lead and the wooden pencils work better because they're thicker. And there's also little other little parts that you can change. So I'm going to pull these out. And the little bubbles are partially still there, but I'm going to wipe it, and it's gone. So I'm going to set that aside, and hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.